Hello. We're doing the trial for patch 6.4, part of the post-Endwalker content. Big deal. Square stage. You can totally fall off this thing. So you gotta be careful. Dragon. Golbez. Big spoilers. Sword. Big sword. My roommate was so hyped when I mentioned this is the boss. He was like, "Can I tell you all about this boss, please?" And I was like, okay. He doesn't play this game, but he's played all the other Final Fantasy games.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear.
Okay.
Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
Okay, so we're getting started. I'm not running this with NPCs. I'm playing tank, and here I see that the other tank is viewing the cutscene too, so I'm like, they're probably also new. I ran this like a day or two after it came out, so these are things I'm on the lookout for. They've got their tank thing on. I already pre-drew these things because I started recording and then I forgot some stuff because it's been a while since I recorded again. Anyway, I noticed while they were in the cutscene though, they had tank stance on. And I was like, okay, cool. If they want to be the main tank, I don't care. That's fine. But after they got out of the cutscene, they took the defiance off. They took their tank stance off. And so I was like, oh, they must be hella new. And so I was like, you know what? It's all good. It's fine. I'll be the main tank. So I put my tank stance on, okay? I put my tank stance on, and then I also put a countdown. Because sometimes people just rush in, but there are other people who like having some time to like prepare and like have an opener, like the scholar puts the shield on and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay, getting started. I keep the boss north and pointing north away from everybody. The boss recenters, okay. Now this move, Terror Storm. There's gonna be this like big ball that goes out, okay, this thing, it's gonna go to one of the corners, and you basically just want to avoid the corner, okay? So it's in like the northwest. Is this, you know what, directions are not easy for me, so just is over here, okay? So you want to avoid over here, you want to just stay on this side. You'll see the AoE, okay? See that? Do you see that? It happens kind of fast. Okay. There we go. So it, you know, this is like the middle. So yeah, it takes a little bit more than a quadrant, because this would be the quadrant. It's a little bit more. So that's why you want to like be on the other side, the opposite side of it. Okay. All right. So that's the first one, Terror Storm. Okay, Crescent Blade. As you saw in the dungeon, this is a very common thing, okay? He's gonna do a cleave in the front, everything in the front. Remember, those other bosses did that. So we gotta go to the back. There we go. See, if you have a hard time understanding what is the boss's back and whatever, because you don't really look at the character model, or if you have a lot of effects and stuff, then you can look at the small hitbox icons, and that's the middle, and you just want to be on the other side of that. But yeah, see, it cleaves this entire thing, so you want to run to the other side. Spoilers in the extreme version, it does front and back. Okay, so now the boss recenters, that's fine, okay. Arctic Assault, we've seen this mechanic a few times, and we saw it in Shadowbringers, for example. But here, this side, the pointy stuff is going this way, and this side, it's like you see the backs of it, and the pointy stuff's going the other way. And so that means this one is not going to be safe, and then this quadrant over here is not going to be safe. So you got a safe one here, and over here. So that's how you resolve this mechanic. Alright, so I move over behind this wall, so I don't get hit with this stuff. There we go. See, so like quadrant. One more time. Okay. The thing is that I look at where the pointy stuff is, and I stand behind the side that doesn't have the pointy stuff. And then they all go shooting in the direction that they're pointing. So this is not safe, this is not safe. We got safe spot here and here. Crescent blade, okay. So we got the cleave, okay. The front cleave. So you stand behind him. Go behind him, bunny. Okay, nice, nice. Void Meteor, we got double tank busters here. So both tanks need to mitigate for this. Oh, see, okay, and then also, yeah, you can get out of there. They're sprinting. They're getting the heck out of there. Okay. But also, look, this person has a bone stack, so we'll see if they can handle it. Ooh, yeah. I popped some mitigation, but as you can see here, the thing keeps, it's a multiple hit situation, and the other tank died. Okay, they had a bone stack, and I'm not sure if they mitigated for that. Did they? I don't know the pictures very well. Yeah. Maybe they didn't, so yeah. So healer, you gotta watch out for both tanks at that point. Okay, Lingering Spark, he's gonna charge up all this like electricity stuff, and then we have to bait these AoEs everywhere, okay? And it's gonna keep going, so you gotta move around. Everyone's baiting the AoEs, it goes to random people. Okay, and then immediately after that, the baited AoEs, Crescent Blade again. So, front cleave, you gotta get to the back. Oof. Look at this. It took a lot of health. Binding Cold. I think this is a raid wide. Yeah. Okay, so this is a raid wide with a bleed. And by bleed, it's frostbite. Okay, so that's gonna stay there for a while. At least 8 seconds, maybe a little more. So this is something the healers really need to keep track of. Azdaja's Shadow, okay. Dragon's doing stuff, okay. Ooh, we got this nice animation here. Okay, he's wrapping around his sword. Spoilers for Extreme if you want to do it. You gotta watch out for the dragon on the sword. And how big the rotation is. The whole thing. Okay, Black Fang. This is a big attack here. Okay, so we want to mitigate for this. There we go. Okay, lots of damage. It was like, it's like a multiple hit thing. I caught my wings. Try to protect people. Okay, so I blocked some of it. But then eventually, yeah, I did get some of this. Also, yeah, we got a healer doing some healing here. Okay. Okay, Azdaja's Shadow again. Okay, so the dragon is like swirling around him, and I ran out because I was like, is this gonna be a donut? Or a circle area? It's a whole thing. Sometimes I confuse the normal one with the extreme one. But here, Shadow Crescent, this one is gonna be the front cleave now. Before it was something else, Blade, but this one, when we're in this phase, it's called this. Before it was like Crescent Blade, I think, but now it's Shadow Crescent. And so if you got Crescent something, it's the cleave, okay? So you stand in the back, and then, oh, yep, see, okay, lots happening here. You know, earlier I was running back at this point. Okay, watch. The dragon is doing this circular motion, okay? Circular motion. And so I'm like, that looks like a circle. Is he gonna do a circle AoE attack? Which is why I backed out of the way, because I thought that's what was gonna happen. But actually, this happens first, okay? You run out of the way of the front cleave, but immediately after is when he does the thing. So he holds on to the attack for afterwards. So I end up getting hit with this. And also at the same time, afterwards, we got some people with baited AoEs here, okay? So they need to spread apart. So I got hit with this circle AoE, and then I took 10,000 and a Vuln stack. And then people in the back there need to spread out for their AoEs. Oh, looks like they overlapped, and so they died, okay? MM and KF. One more time. Front cleave, watch out for that. Spread out, you also need to kind of hang out outside. And so, I think like here I had the right idea, standing further out, but because the shadow crescent thing was up here, a better place to hang out would have been like along this edge, or like this back edge, not in the front, okay? So since most people are back there, it's better to back it up. Because if you're along the edge, see, if you're along the edge over here, you can already clear out of this front stuff, and then also whatever circle AoE right after. It happens super fast. And then after all that goes off, then you can spread out for these baited AoEs. Okay, and see here, who is it? MM and KF. Their health is pretty decent. Like it's pretty full, but they also have Vuln stacks, and then they're also like sitting on top of each other right now, so that's why they ultimately die. Okay, everyone else is more spread. Yeah, it can be kind of hard, but yeah, they're taking their hits, and then they're dying because they overlapped and they have Vuln stacks. Whole thing. Okay, next mechanic is a bit tricky business. Okay. Okay, and the other people who had the beta AoEs, they took damage from theirs independently. It's a little bit more than half health, but yeah. Okay, this next one, we got towers. Okay, so this one means you need one person to soak this tower, and over here you got 3, so you need 3 people to soak the tower. And then we also have this AoE, knockback marker. You can see it moving around. One person has this marker on them, and so that person needs to stand in the middle. Okay, so this person needs to stand in the middle, and then the situation is we need one person to get knocked into this tower, and then at least 3 people over here. Okay, so knockback person stand in the middle. That's not really the middle, but it's fine. It's more like over here, but that's fine. Orientate yourself so that you get knocked back in a, okay. Are you sure? Not sure cast. Arm's length? I've been playing a caster lately. Arm's length or sure cast can stop the knockback, and then I run to a tower. I just wanted to make sure we had some people in there. Now, we also, at the same time, have somebody here with a tether to the dragon. Okay? So we gotta watch out for that. Also, at the same time, we got double meteor happening, and so as soon as we resolve the towers, these meteors are gonna drop. And then this person with the tether to the dragon, that's gonna be a situation. Okay. So the person with the dragon tether, they're baiting this line AoE, okay? So they baited over there, which is cool. It's away from all of us. But because we got meters over here, it's proximity damage. Everyone needs to move over here. But the person baiting the thing over there, they got a situation. So that's why they're, they drop the bait and they try to run towards us, but they get hit with the meteor. Okay, so that's a bit tricky. There's tricky business. It was one of the healers too. One more time. One more time. Okay. Person with the knockback needs to stand in the center, but just basically stop moving. Stop moving is probably the most critical. And then the secondary thing would be to stand in the center. One person goes to one tower, 3 people need to go to the other tower. And then we got this baited thing. That person takes it away. But I mean, everyone can also just dodge it. If you do what they did, you're gonna get hit with the tower. So you can bait it like in other places. Like if they had baited here, and then the thing was go here, then everyone would just move, you know? Or if it's going like this, like everyone can still just move. But yeah, they kind of sacrifice themselves for that. It's fine. I've seen it where people bait it right in the middle. I mean, that's still fine because we're all hiding behind here, and that's fine. But because they ran all the way to the edge and then tried to go around this way, they got hit with the meteor. So, yeah. I'll pop cover on the other healer so that they can get the other healer up. Okay, Gale Sphere. Wind spheres, wind circles. We got these cape dudes coming out, right? And it happens in particular order. Each side is gonna have a series of green balls, and then they're gonna go across the way. See, and then you gotta dodge all these things. So, how do you know which are gonna go off first? It happens at the very beginning when they spawn. So, here we go. See these, like, apparitions phasing out and stuff? It's kind of hard to see from this angle, because I'm staring straight at the boss. Usually, if I'm playing, like, DPS and I'm behind the boss, I can angle my camera a little bit more. Here. There was one back there. There's one back there, okay? And then this one goes, and then there's one in the front, and it's going this way. And then the next one's gonna go that way. So I know that it's gonna go in this counterclockwise direction, starting from the back. Oh wait. No, my bad. Okay, here, I did turn my camera a little bit, and I saw this one is on the side. Okay. It's hard to see in the middle because I don't know if the back one happened already or not, but actually, yeah, so this one there's one over here, and that's east, okay, and then north, okay, this one that's coming at me, and then west, and then the south one. Okay, so it starts here and then it rotates this way. So, because it's starting over on this side, I'm gonna look at that one first. Okay, so the first one that's gonna happen, there's two green balls here and there's green balls here, so they're gonna go like this. Okay, and my clear spot's gonna be in the middle. So I park it in the middle, and then I turn my camera and I see, okay, there's all these balls over here, so the clear spot's over here. So I'm gonna run down this way, because the one in the north is next. Okay, and then I turn my camera ever so slightly. Now the north one's going off. The next series is gonna be over here. And I see there's a gap over here, so that means this is gonna be the safe spot. And then the last one, there's a gap here, and so this will be a safe spot. So I can preemptively just move into this area to dodge the next sets. See, by standing in this area, I dodge this one, and then this one, like I'm in a safe spot. The trickiest thing is making sure you kind of know the pattern at the beginning of when these dudes are coming out. And if you're unsure, just follow the group and watch the first one that goes off and then the second one, and then you know it's either going to be clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay, so that was counterclockwise. Okay. Now, this one, Void Stardust, we have these AoEs going a certain direction. This one, it happens to be going north, this one's going south. Remember, I'm main tank for this. I'm north up here. Everyone's hanging out in the south area. So this is going to move in that direction. And so, see, it kind of shows you the movements here. But don't get confused because it's all over the place, right? But really, it's just showing, yeah, we're gonna go like this. But if you get hung up on all the arrows everywhere, then it's gonna be too confusing. So find the very first one and stand next to it. We've seen this mechanic before in the way of like standing in the last spot and then moving into the clear spot once it goes off, okay? Like the Shiva stuff. So here, I move into the clear spot as soon as it starts going off, and then now it's gonna make a U-turn and come back, but I just stay in this spot. See, if you try to run around everywhere, you're gonna get hit with a bunch of them inevitably. So for this one over here in the back, what you can do is just wait right here, and then when this goes off and it goes here, then you move over. You don't want to stand in front of it, okay? Don't stand in front of it because you're totally gonna get hit. But stand on the side of it, and whatever direction it's going, you stand on this side. Okay, tank buster, double tank buster. Make sure you're mitigating for this. Ooh, the other tank has like 3 bone stacks. So, yeah. Didn't make that. Okay, dragon stuff again. Okay, we got the lightning thingy, so we're gonna bait the AoEs. Yeah, just run out, okay. And then here we got stack markers on the healers. You do not want to stack both stack markers together because that's gonna be a whole thing. Okay. So you want some people with one healer and some people with the other healer. Just to, you know, spread the damage. I actually saw he was doing that dragon thing. Eventide sword, okay? So if you are into looking at all the buffs and debuffs and stuff, Eventide sword, I happen to notice that. And so this kind of indicates what type of like thing he's holding on to, and then what's gonna come out later. So he's holding on to this sword. Well, he's literally holding on to this sword. But here after the things, he's doing Eventide Fall now, and that's what this thingy is. Most likely. 98% sure. I didn't hover through it because clearly I was busy, like, you know, protecting people and whatever, but yeah. I see it here. It's still there. Okay, you know what? I said it was 98%, so that 2% could it's the whole thing. But Eventide something something. Okay, Gale Sphere. The green balls are coming out. Okay, so this time I did kind of see this purple sword back there. So it's south, and then west, and then we got this north one, and then this one. Okay, so it's going like this. So it's going clockwise, starting from south. So I'm going south. With other people, then I go to the middle, okay, for the west one to go off, and then I'm like, where's the north one? North one's in the middle, okay, and then last one is on the east side. There's a spot down there, okay. Oh, and now we got crescent shadow crescent, the front cleave there, so yeah, watch out for that. Okay, and then we got the circle AoE that he was also holding on to. Okay. Yeah, he still's got that thing. Okay, and then the debuff goes away. Okay, never mind. You know what? The Eventide thingy wasn't just the stack thingy. It just happened to be the same name. He was holding on to that circle AoE. Bruh. Dang. Gaming. Okay, so after the circle AoE, we got this stack marker. This happened at the beginning too. He held on to this thingy, and then after the half cleave is when he used it. Okay, Binding Cold is gonna be the raid wide with the bleed, the frostbite bleed. Asvaja's Shadow. Okay. So Advantage sword again. Okay, so there's probably going to be another thing that we have to dodge later, okay? So now these movement thingies are going east-west instead of north-south. And so again, I'm going to hang out next to one of them, wait for it to go off, and then go into the safe spot. There. It starts going off, and then I go into the very first spot. People are trying to run over here, but they got clipped by some of it. This thing, okay, the spikies are going this way, so you want to stand over behind the other one. Away from the spikies. Ooh, they died. Okay, Terra Storm is the first mechanic we had seen. The ball is going to come out. Okay, oh, it's in this corner, so we want to stand over here. Just away from it. Shadow Crescent, okay? This is the half-leaf, but we got the sword here. And then you just got the sword, the dragon on the sword. So he's gonna pile down. No, don't stand in the middle, Ghost. No, Ghost. Okay, and then everyone needs to spread out. Okay, this mechanic now. The person who has the thing stands in the middle. Okay, this time there's 2 towers here, 2 towers here. So we need 2 people over here and 2 people over here. Okay. Okay, you have a little bit of time to wiggle around into the spot. And then the person with the target marker, they're moving the dragon around. See, notice they stood here. And the meteors are over here. And the dragon is here. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. The meteors are going to go off. We do have to avoid this. Meteors go off. And all this stuff goes off. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's not as fine. But most of us survived. So, I guess, yeah. I guess if you have this thing, you could, like, park it on the side. And then once it drops the bait, then everyone can, like, stand in the middle. That'd probably be better. Yeah. Because by standing more on this side, you know, we get hit a bit more. Well, also a lot of people died because they were already, well, some people were already dead, right? Okay. We needed some healing here. We only have 1 healer. Yeah, I think a lot of it was just damage. Because a lot of people were already low health. And then, yeah, we're already far away. So, yeah, I think it was just because the other healer had already died. But anyway, okay. So that's how you resolve that. Okay, the double tank buster thing again. Make sure you're mitigating. Oh, this time they got Rampart. Nice. Azlaja's Shadow, okay. The buff again, right? You're getting the buff? Yeah, you got the buff again, man. Am I gonna do it this time? Oh, also, yeah, earlier someone used the healer LB to get everyone up. So, you know, you can use that to bring everybody back. In the early days, when most people are running this for the first time, it's very common to just use the healer LB to get through the fights at the beginning. Very fresh. This came out like a few days ago. Okay. The dragon is doing a thingy. It's attaching to the sword. Okay, the lightning thing, we're baiting the AoEs and then we're dodging them. Well, we got a stack marker on the healers, so you need multiple people on each healer stack. Okay, the green balls are coming out. Alright, this is clockwise. It was south, west, north, then east. So, looking to the south, where's the gap? It's on this side. Oh! Wait. Was it north first? You know, when I'm playing it, it makes more sense to me, but when I'm watching it, it's harder for me to process. Okay, actually, yeah. Okay, never mind. It was west, then north, then east, and then south. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the last one back there. Wow. I'm just too calm. I'm calm right now. I'm not filled with adrenaline to play the game, so I'm not able to notice as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole thing. Okay, dodge the east one. Stand in center. Okay. And by also standing here, I'm going to dodge this next one. Shadow Crescent. Okay, front cleave, but also this time I'm learning. I was like, hell no. I'm not gonna get hit with the thing. The thing is there. I'm gonna stand outside because last time I got juked down, I kept getting hit with the circle. Outside. Okay, see? Ooh, look at that. I almost stepped in it. Now, I dodged out a little bit. Did you see that? Shadow Crescent. Okay, front cleave. Don't go through the middle. I'm gonna go outside. And then I go in a little, and I was like, whoa, no. But I'm gonna try and make it over to the stack. Okay, I'm gonna go to the stack. Okay, Binding Cold, Raid Wide with a bleed. Okay, we got the dragon thing again. Okay, in the extreme version, if you plan on doing that, I'll let you know now that because he holds onto this, sometimes it's gonna be a donut, sometimes it's a circle. Okay, so you gotta be careful if you're gonna do that one. This one in the normal version, it's always just gonna be a circle. So it's best to just stay outside. Okay, these arrow things again, remember to stand on the side of it. Just stand on the side. Wait for the first one to go off and then move into the safe spot. Look, everyone's with me now. Yeah. Okay, Arctic Assault. Stand on the one that's not pointy. Terror Storm, the ball is gonna go to a corner. Figure out where it's going. Okay, it's going to the back corner here, so we want to stand on this side. Shadow Crescent, okay, it's going in the front. Front cleave. Get out of the middle. Nice. Ghosty. Okay, spread out the AoEs. Okay. Well, not okay for one person. But yeah, okay, so now, knockback. We got, okay, I just, like, there's 3 over here. I'm gonna go over here. Hopefully one person goes over there. But we need more people to possibly get onto this side. Nice, nice. Okay, meteors in the back. So we go over here. We got one person baiting the dragon over there, and then see. Oh, nice, nice. JL. They bait it over there, and then they are immediately running over to this side. Very nice. There we go. They were able to survive that. Okay. Let's see that one more time. Okay, we're spreading out for this stuff. And then the person with the knockback stands in the center and stops moving. Okay, figure out how many towers there are. There's 2 towers, 1 over here and we got 3 over here. Go into a tower, the person baiting goes away from everybody. But as soon as the bait drops, they need to hush. Run over. Okay, nice, nice. Then everything goes off. And we're okay. This person was already dead before. Double tank buster, get away, mitigate and stuff. Oh yeah, the off tank got hella shields. Yeah, I like throughout the fight, even though the mechanics like repeat themselves and it can be a bit, you know, meh after a while. I think to start when you're learning, it's really nice to in one run of it be able to execute the mechanics because you can learn in real time, you know? Okay, we're baiting and dodging all these. Okay, and healer stacks. Healer stacks. And then after you're like super good at this fight, then you go do the extreme version, you know, if you want more of a challenge. But if this is already challenging enough, then you just stay here and you like practice the same mechanics and it's all good. The pacing's nice. Okay, so it looked like north, and then west, and then south, and then it's probably gonna be east. Okay? Yeah, I saw it this time. So middle, here, and then this side is okay. So this is a safe spot for the first two, and then wait for it. Okay, and then we move to the next spot, which is safe spot here. So this is a safe spot. Okay, Shadow Crescent, get behind. And then get outside because there's gonna be the donut. Donut circle. Stack. I keep thinking donut because I like the cream-filled donuts, and those don't have the hole. So, okay, Binding Cold, Reprisal, Mitigate, Shields, whatever. Because we got the bleed and stuff. Okay. We're at the end, you guys. We're almost done. The dragon thingy again. Okay. Yeah, we did it! That was exciting. So yeah, if you like fast-paced stuff, if you like this fight, the extreme version is pretty neat. Add some variation to some of this stuff.
Blade. So this is the limit of my defiance.
But you know, if this is challenging enough and you're cool with just like hanging out in this area of gameplay, that's also super fine, super cool. Keep it chill. Don't get sucked into the high-end rating and then feel like you have to do it and then spend so much time in the patient. I'm projecting. You know, I kind of feel like I really want to help this guy, but the Scions, well, not Scions anymore, but like, you know, the people, the NPCs, they're all like, no, we can't, like, let him kill all the people, like, you know, but I'm just like, but he's just trying to help his people. Can't we, like, talk to him? He doesn't want to talk, he just wants to fight. Yeah, but look, can we have a conversation now? It's a whole thing. Anyway. Okay, I hope the guide was useful. Hope you enjoy the story, and yeah, I'll be making guides for the normal raids, and then that's it for a while. Okay, bye.